Hello everyone, welcome to the Christmas edition of sixsenses.nz and Ardet News. This video overview guides you through and beyond into the Six Senses website where there are various updates and improvements. We now publish links to our newsletter in Facebook, Twitter and soon to be in Pinterest and LinkedIn. We couldn't do that all very easily in the past, but with mobile rapidly replacing desktop, it's just the smart way to make sure you can always get access to all the resources that are here for you and your groups. So without any further ado, let's just click in and log in to sixsenses.nz, and straight away we're taken to the dashboard, and always at the top of the dashboard you'll see latest Six Senses and Touchstone news. So just click on that and there you are, we're at the Christmas newsletter. The opening page here shows the 7 pillars of wisdom at the Wadi in Jordan. The gift of Christmas is all about wisdom. Colonel T. Lawrence, who became known as Lawrence of Arabia, found wisdom in the solitude of the desert. And our traditional picture of Christmas is, of course, enhanced by the mythological vision of the wise men from the east. If we're lucky enough to be ever at the Wadi we can appreciate why the Christian myths of Jesus' birth began to be expanded in that way as time went on. But we're more interested in a different vision, and so scrolling through the PDF, I'm just picking it up there, we come to this month's I've Been Thinking, and it comes from David Hill's Six Senses blog, where he's talking about doing a walk for others, not the vision of Christmas that's inspiring him so much here as through Lent and into Easter, and he's got a proposed itinerary of his walk for others. And if you were to click the live link there, you would go through to David's blog page. Let me just bring that up very briefly. We won't spend time in it, but here he is. He's setting out now on his walk and so on and so forth. And it'd be a great thing if you could place the occasional bit of feedback as he goes through that particular exercise. So let's just come back to the Six Senses news page, and as we scroll down we see there's a bit about congratulations to Barbara Moller, who's recently awarded the Community Theologian Open Badge. And also on that page I've reprinted part of a Herald article on open badges. And this is by Professor Mandia Mentis from Massey University. Listen to what Mandia says. Badging for online identity as a lifelong learner. Learning isn't just about what you know, it's increasingly becoming more about who you are and where you belong. And badging can be used to develop an identity as a lifelong learner connected to a field of practice. Unquote. Well, this fits our lay preachers, deacons, presbyters, in fact anyone in Methodism who wants to learn more about Christianity, deepen understandings and wisdom, but not necessarily through formal academic study. And so Six Senses has been carefully crafted with micro MOOCs and social learning embedded into its philosophy from the beginning. We've been operating with this now since 2012. This kind of social learning is what we are, it's what we do, and we happily award badges and empower others in the church. If they want to get into badging, we can empower you to do the same. So scrolling through into our next page, well, here's an example of one of our micro MOOCs. This is our first Leadership Plus micro MOOC. And let me just take you through. You need to be able to join the resource group, but if you're already in the resource group, let me just see. I think I told you the wrong thing. I think you should actually be joining the Effective Church Leaders group to do the micro MOOC. There we are. So let's go to the Effective Church Leaders. And looking for the micro MOOC, here we are, Key Leadership Concepts, a series of 12 micro MOOCs, page 13, we're just at the index page. Let's go to the first one, Koinonia, on belonging. And you'll see here how the micro MOOC works. It's the same as we've just been looking at. There's a PDF to explore. It's not a long PDF, but it talks a little about how we belong in a rich cluster of events, people, and care for one another that is characterized by the New Testament term koinonia, belonging. So you read the PDF, you watch the video, and here's the forum topic. And in fact, some people have already begun this micro MOOC. You just simply post into the forum topic, just click in. There we go, koinonia enriches belonging, and you can start to see that the discussion has indeed already opened up. So there we are. That's the micro MOOC series. Let's come back to Six Senses News, and I'm just not sure where we are with that. There we are, we brought it up. So we've also got a new thing beginning 31 January. It's the Science and Faith group. They're starting the year with an online seminar introducing natural theology. That too will take us forward into a micro MOOC. But I'd like to perhaps just spend a little bit of time there showing you how you can watch that micro MOOC in night school without necessarily, if you don't want to join the MOOC, you don't have to. You'd have to belong to Effective Leaders to do it. You can read about that in the video, in the newsletter. But here in night school, you'll be able to view the seminar live on air at 7 p.m. on the 31st of January 2016. We've got the first two micro MOOCs are up and running for 31 January, 7 February, and then during the rest of February we'll have live on air, not necessarily associated with micro MOOCs. We've had a great range of presenters for our live on air. They're all listed here. Thank you very much to all of them, and they've put together a great range of video resources. If I just click over in Night School, we can see here are various forum comments. We've had introducing the SoMe music stories for juniors with Stuart, live on air and its uses, worship leading preaching for the 21st century. That's had quite a few views. Christian ecology, movies as a way of communicating the Christian message. This 45-minute live on air has had well over 1,200, 1,300 views, so that's fantastic. And we've made a real feature, in fact, with Stuart McAdam, the director, CEO of Cinema Addicts, Matthew Morks, young filmmaker down in Wellington, and he's moving now towards more directing and producing. And we're going to be joined by another filmmaker coming onto the team early next year. So there's an awful lot that you can see and do in night school. It's always there. Well, we are closed for the holidays. We've finished our last one Sunday 6th of December. We don't open again until the 31st of January. We need that break, but we will still be active. The whole of Six Senses is always getting more and more resources added to it, and though we won't be doing a live on air, we will in fact be putting up various clips from live on air presentations that you can embed into your own website. So there's quite a bit of activity going on there. So just you can see as we click through, the day we find our voice, theology that matters, local church community projects, ethics for the marketplace, another one, making and marketing New Zealand movies. We've had some terrific discussions, the war on terror, special needs, kids and adults, tertiary chaplaincy, why religious education matters. In November, we did the 4 key questions of practical theology, our first micro MOOC, which was in our terms, certainly a great success, showed us the way for doing this and we've been improving the product, as it were. Creativity, using six senses with Peter Lane, and then also a bit of a discussion about the Green Church. Crazy about the creative process, creative ministry skills, creative life and theology. Big emphasis during November on creativity. And we ended up with our final one, the best and worst films for 2015, and why you've got to see some and why you should avoid others like The Plague. And in particular, we asked Matthew and Stuart to tell us what one movie they would suggest that a Christian congregation or study group went off to look at. So we've got quite a bit happening in our various parts of night school and six senses. I'd like to just show you this other thing than the effective leaders. We've split it up. This was a huge group to split up and make into manageable sections, all with a social learning for whatever ministry context you're in. But the range of resources for worship is starting to open up. There's only a few in here at present. We've just got the Advent, Christmas, New Year starting to come in, Pahutakawa Promise, Kids Challenge Pack, and well, a lot of different things within these PDFs that you can download, and very high quality like RMS puzzles and so on and so forth. So we hope to be able in the next few weeks, well before Christmas in fact, to have populated a lot more resources into these areas. Any further ado, we're going to now bring our video presentation to a close. Thanks for watching, and if you've got any problems at all navigating around the six senses, don't hesitate to email me. See you next time.